This video contains elements that are not suitable for children under the age of 14. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey guys, and welcome to my reaction to every new song in the Billboard Top 40 for the week of February 17th, 2018. It's a slower week than last week because we don't have any major album drops yet, although we are going to have one next week. We're gearing up for the release of the Black Panther soundtrack, which I've heard good things about the movie, and I'm not like a huge Marvel guy myself, but I will, based on what I've heard about that movie, I might actually check it out. It seems like it is gearing up to be pretty good. And we have two representations from that soundtrack in the top 40 now, those being Pray For Me by The Weeknd and Kendrick Lamar, and All the Stars by Kendrick Lamar and SZA. Besides that, we also have two other new songs which have just been naturally climbing for a while, which I'll be taking a first look at. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So yeah, let's hop right into it. Although actually, hold on, before we start, I do want to tell you guys something. At the end of my last video, which was the part 2 of my best hit songs of 2017 list, I mentioned I was going to be making a video of my favorite songs that should have been hits in 2017, and I've decided I'm actually not going to do that. I was planning on it, but you know what, I have other stuff going on right now, schoolwork, I'm trying to get my writing back on track, so you know what, I have other things that I need to be focusing on. I really can't afford to do a huge editing project right now. I mean, that being said, I do have another bigger video planned. I have another countdown video planned, which is hopefully going to be out relatively soon. But yeah, that's the one I'm going to be focusing on for now. I'm not going to be putting together the list of my songs that should have been hits in 2017. If you want to know what my opinions are and what songs I thought should have been bigger hits, here's the list right here. Alright, so hopefully that satisfies you guys. But for now, this video is not about that, so let's get right to it. The every new song in the top 40, February 17th, 2018. Let's go. Alright, first on the list, at number 39, we have Outside Today by YoungBoy Never Broke Again. This is someone who I know absolutely nothing about. I took a quick look at the Wikipedia page a couple minutes before starting this, and it seems to me that he seems to be just another, kind of standard rapper who's just, put out a mixtape, it got some attention, and so now he, he's starting his climb. He has 1.3 million subscribers on his YouTube channel, which is more than I would have expected for someone who seems to be, fairly new at this. He's younger than I am, so... and yeah, so that's basically all I know about this. I really, nothing more I have to say. So I guess it'll just be purely based on the reaction to this song. It's a short song. It's less than 2.5 minutes long. So, I don't know if this is going to be any good or any bad, but regardless, it's going to be short. So, without any further ado, let's get this done. In 3, 2, 1. NBA. What is NBA?
What are you guys talking about?
Okay, what's it? Okay, it's
NBA Young been out here for 3 hours trying to get him.
Okay, this seems like it's probably some sort of like.
There he is.
Okay, yeah, this is definitely some sort of wish fulfillment thing. Yeah, doing like, oh, everybody wants to know my name. Okay. This is okay. Production-wise, this is interesting enough. I mean, for a start. Okay. Who does this guy remind me of? He reminds me of someone. Okay. Think, Sean. You know this. I'm sorry, I had a headache earlier today and it's not completely gone yet, so my head's a little bit cloudy right now. Because this guy is definitely reminding me of someone very, very obvious that I'm just like completely blanking on. So pardon me for that, guys. I'm gonna remember it afterwards. I'm gonna feel like an idiot, but seems like this guy actually knows how to rap though, so that's that's definitely a plus in his favor. Yeah, this production is not bad actually. This is. Guys, we don't need to be reminded that Kevin Gates exists. We can just kind of lose him to the sands of time. I'd be completely okay with that. Okay, I can see why this is his biggest hit so far. I mean, I haven't seen his other stuff, but I can see why this hit the top 40, because this isn't like, this is not like a Gucci Gang situation where it's like, how is this even a thing that exists? This guy actually seems like he kind of knows what he's doing. I mean, it's not anything mind-blowing, but this is like, yeah, this ain't bad. I don't mind this. Okay, so he's not going outside because he's trying to hide from the camera. Okay. It's, might be jumping the gun a little bit on that guy. I don't think you're at a point now where you're getting swarmed by the paparazzi. But, who knows? Some point in the future that might actually, like that his head hit the crystal on the chandelier. I also have no idea what NBA has to do with this. So yeah, I seriously doubt you're at the point yet where you're getting swarmed by the paparazzi, kid. But at the same time, you might get there someday, because this ain't bad. This is that shows some promise. He actually has some decent speed to his flow, and again, I didn't like catch all the lyrics because I was mainly just trying to listen to get a general vibe for it. But general vibe, yeah, nothing really mind blowing or anything, but fine. That was okay. So yeah, first impression on Outside Today by YoungBoy Never Broke. Not bad at all. Alright, and here we have the first song that's getting a boost off the Black Panther soundtrack, All the Stars by Kendrick Lamar and SZA. Now, we kind of have a little bit of a similar situation this time to Stir Fry from last week. That being, I have actually heard this one before, which, obviously I try and give you guys blind reactions to these, because I want to, give first impressions. However, unlike Stir Fry, which, I really loved and I listened to over and over because I thought it was fantastic, All the Stars I only listened to the once, and then, or the week that it dropped, and then I haven't actually listened to it since. I didn't dislike it, if I remember correctly, but I really didn't, for a collaboration between Kendrick Lamar and SZA, who, you guys know that I adore Kendrick, and SZA I don't think I like as much as everybody else, but that's, I still think she's fine. I like most of the stuff I've heard from her. I haven't really heard a ton that I've loved, though. And All the Stars in particular, I thought it for two artists who, seem to be so unafraid to break the mold, it seemed like just a very conventional soundtrack to one of the biggest movie franchises of all time type thing. Nothing really too interesting. I mean, not uninteresting necessarily, but it's not really taking any risks, is what I recall. But again, I could be misrecalling that because I only listened to it the one time. And I also have not seen the video, so that's another something to react to. So I think we still have a good amount to work with here. So without further ado, let's get this underway. Kendrick Lamar and SZA, All the Stars, 3, 2, 1. Okay, one thing I do remember, which is, this is reaffirmed. Oh, that's a cool visual. Oh, that's a really cool visual, actually. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, wow. Okay. Tell me in the comments if you agree with me that is how Kendrick Lamar should travel everywhere from now until the end of time. Because it is. Actually, don't leave it in the comments. That's indisputable. One thing I do remember that this is reaffirming for me is that this is like, I really like the production for this. I wasn't blown away by the performances of either of those two, but I really love the production. God, I love SZA's voice. I wish SZA would use her full range of her voice more because she sounds great. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me. And this is again what I was saying about Kendrick. It's Kendrick, which so it's not bad. This isn't bad at all. I'm just it's just kind of standard though. This is if you're gonna get Kendrick Lamar in your song, I would expect that you would use him properly. Alright. I'm liking the music video too. This is good use of colors. Because this isn't a particularly color scenario, but the stuff they're doing with the lights and the contrast. I don't know if it's a CGI or not, they probably are, but I really hope they just surrounded Kendrick Lamar by a bunch of real panthers, because that would be just the most incredible thing ever. If it is CGI, it's very good CGI. And that's the other thing about this song. It's a bunch of elements that sound good by themselves, they don't really have a ton of interplay. Like I really love the way that SZA's bit sounds, and it works well with the production, but it doesn't really have much interplay with Kendrick. This end in like pink. Is that like pink water? Alright, things I did not expect to see this week. SZA in a pool of pink mystery liquid surrounded by a bunch of flamingos spazzing out. I cannot say I was anticipating that. That is cool though. I really like... I really like what they're doing with this video. This is just... such nice production. I'm not gonna lie, this is a little bit better than I remember it, because I remember I wasn't like too blown away the first time, but it's coming back to me now. This isn't a song that I see myself like listening to in my free time like often, but seeing as this is supposed to be like, I'd imagine this is the one that all the radio stations are supposed to pick up, like this is the one that's supposed to be the most radio friendly, I think. Well, I haven't listened to the one with Kendrick and the Weeknd, but this definitely seems like it could be very radio friendly, so if I heard this on the radio all over the place, I would not mind this at all, because this is like... I guess it is also a little bit samey sounding. But it's kind of like a Migos thing. If you have something that sounds great, it doesn't matter if it repeats a bit. I also really love the visual of the stars in the shape of Africa. Yeah, this is... Yeah, I like that. It's, I don't know what the general consensus on the song is, but I have a feeling it's going to be, one that's kind of polarizing. There are going to be people who either, love it because, it does, it is better than most of the stuff that you hear on the charts. But at the same time, you are going to have the people who are kind of disappointed that a collaboration between Kendrick Lamar and SZA didn't produce something better than that. For me, I'm kind of in the middle of those two. I like it. But like I said, I just don't see it as something that I'm going to be like returning to listen. It's like, it's good background noise, I guess is what it is. It's something that I would not mind hearing on the radio all over the place. And I'd imagine that it's not going to be, it's not going to like wear out its welcome if the radio does latch onto it and refuse to let go. So, yeah, I'm really glad I listened to that again. That was, I like that. Kendrick Lamar and SZA, All the Stars off the Black Panther soundtrack. I like it. You did good. Okay, so here we have the second highest song to enter the top 40, coming in 2 spots above Kendrick Lamar and SZA, a guy called Bazzi. Now, this is someone who I knew, someone kind of like YoungBoy Never Broke Again, knew absolutely nothing about him until I looked him up on Wikipedia, and I have the Wikipedia page open in front of me right now, and it's very short, but what is written on here is enough to make me just a little bit apprehensive. Just, allow me to read this bit from the last line on the page. His song Mine, released in October 2017, suddenly gained popularity in early 2018 when it became an internet meme through the use of a Snapchat lens filter with the song. So this is a meme song that became popular off of Snapchat. I suppose we're just going to do this thing where, I guess there's going to be a point in the future where every single social media outlet has like a song that has become famous off of it. So yeah, this not entirely sure how to feel about this. Meme songs don't exactly have a great record. And looking at it now, this is even shorter than the Outside Today. This is like 2 minutes and 10 seconds long. That is very short for a song. But I guess if you're getting popular off of Snapchat stories, that really, you really don't even need that much. So here we go. I have no idea what to make of this, but we'll see how it goes. Mine by Bazzi. 3, 2, 1. Okay. This is not what I was expecting. This is I always like that like retro like.
So fucking precious when you smile.
Okay, that's kind of cute.
From the back and drive you wild.
That's slightly less precious, but still.
Lose myself up in those
Okay. This is kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I can see the filter appeal of this too. This is not what I was expecting, but this is kind of a cool video too. This is like actually like kind of a real song. I guess I've just been preconditioned to expect every. Yeah, I guess we're just having a lot of social media songs. I guess it's a sign of the times or something like that. Yeah, real sign of the times, I gotta say. Okay, he's not like a great singer or anything, but I like the way it pairs with the production. This is. I feel like this is a ripoff of something that I kind of vaguely remember, but I don't really remember. But I like this video too. This is like. This is like. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm kind of stymied by this. This is like. I was expecting this to like. I've been conditioned to think that, social media Vine songs kind of are just like in the Gucci Gang style, but this is like, it seemed like an actual like, oh, it's almost over. I feel like this is kind of like, at the same time, I feel like that's kind of like a demo of the full song though, like it should be longer than that. But even then, the fact that I actually want it to be longer than that, that's like, I'm genuinely kind of impressed by that. I kind of want to know what else this guy is capable of, because it did admittedly feel a bit more like a tech demo than a real song, but that was a pretty promising tech demo. I want to see what else this guy does. Bazzi, whoever you are, if you're listening, you got potential. Keep doing what you're doing. That was actually pretty not bad at all. I'd even go as far as to say it was kind of good. And last but not least this week, we have The Weeknd and Kendrick Lamar, Pray For Me. This is the big new song off of the Black Panther soundtrack, the one that's, it debuted at number 7, which, okay, is it just me or has this month been like, have we had like an unusually high number of top 10 debuts? Because top 10 debuts, they aren't that common. They don't happen, I mean, they're not like the most uncommon thing, but it's like, usually it's like an event when something debuts in the top 10, but this is the 3rd week that I've been doing this show, and every single week we've had at least one song debut in the top 10. The first time I did this, we had 2 songs debut in the top 10, so, yeah, that's weird. It's not just me, though. That is kind of weird, isn't it? But, regardless of that, I really hope that this is good, because I already said in this video what I think of Kendrick Lamar, and, I've made that opinion very clear. And The Weeknd is kind of in a similar boat, to be honest. I wouldn't say he's like on the same level as Kendrick in terms of just like consistent high quality, but when The Weeknd is when The Weeknd is on point, I would say that he is able to match and at sometimes maybe even outdo Kendrick Lamar. Not often outdo Kendrick Lamar. It's very hard for anybody to outdo Kendrick Lamar, but I mean, he can. It's not like we have like one artist completely outclassing the other. These two can definitely, these two are definitely in the same league. I would say The Weeknd has more songs that I think are just kind of meh or mediocre, but when he hits it out of the park, man, he really hits it out of the park. And so, based on what I've heard from the Black Panther soundtrack this so far, with these two on it, I have really high expectations going into this, I'm not going to lie. This isn't a video, it's just an audio track, so that's, I'm going to get to focus just purely on the music here. I really hope that this is as good as I think it's going to be. The Weeknd and Kendrick Lamar, Pray For Me. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Yeah, this is sounding more Weeknd-y than Kendrick-y. And in a good way. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this synth.
I'm always ready for a war again. Go down that road again. It's all the same. I'm always ready to
Oh, this is like...
you know I'll ride again.
This sounds like...
It's all the same.
Okay, this sounds like the Weeknd, like, based on this bottom line, doing like a swing at like Filthy by Justin Timberlake, but way better than that. Oh, this is pumping me up, guys. Oh my god. Okay, let's see what this is building up to. Come on. Alright, not the biggest payoff in the world. Okay. This is shaping up to be like...
I fight the world, I fight you.
All right, what are you
I fight
doing,
myself.
Kendrick?
I fight God, just tell me how many burdens left. I fight pain and hurricanes.
Wow.
Today I wept. I'm trying to fight
They did a
back
really
tears,
good
flood
job
on my
picking up
doorsteps.
beats that like
Life and
complements
living
both The
hell,
Weeknd
puddles
and
of
Kendrick
blood
Lamar
in the
like
streets,
equally.
shoulders on top of the building, government aid ain't relief. Earthquake, the body drop, the ground breaks. The poor run with smoke lungs and scar face. Who need a hero?
Pardon my lack of words, I'm just trying to listen to what Kendrick is saying.
Who on the front lines at ground zero? Hero. My heart don't skip a beat even when hard times bumps the needle. Mass destruction and mass corruption. The souls are suffering.
God, I love this beat so much. This is really nice.
It's all prophecy, and if I gotta be sacrificed for the greater good, then that's what it gotta be.
I was wondering if Kendrick was going to be a bit more like aggressive or like controversial, but I guess this is off the Black Panther soundtrack, so it can't really be. But that was still a good verse, and this is... Okay, I do wish there were a little bit more bombast in the chorus. That's like the one thing. Oh, I like that. What's that? That like, it's not a flute, but that like, you know what I'm talking about. That thing at the bottom of the track. I like that like chanting, like that chanted thing they're doing in the back. That. Okay. Again, I feel bad whenever I do one of these reactions and I like, there's like a long stretch of time where I'm not saying anything, but... Alright, here we go to the bridge. I could definitely see this fitting in really well with the all the stars. They definitely have some... They have like a sound to them. Like, I have a feeling that the Black Panther soundtrack is gonna have like a very distinctive sound to it, and this is like... This is getting me like pumped up to listen to the rest of that soundtrack, because I want to, which I have a feeling that next week I'm going to be hearing much more of it, because that's when the album is actually dropping. In a couple days, so we'll be seeing all the fallout for that next week. Is that it? That would be it. Alright, Pray For Me by The Weeknd and Kendrick Lamar. Okay, I think I was hoping to like that a little bit more. And that's not to say I didn't like it, don't get me wrong. I definitely did like it quite a lot. There was some really awesome production, and there was some really unique flares in there, like that flute, like that like electronic flute. I know it's not a flute, but I don't know what the word for it is. You guys know the thing I'm talking about. That thing in the background, and then that chanting, that worked too. I guess I was just hoping they would go a little bit more all out with it. And that's not to... It felt like it had some really awesome build-up, but then instead of peaking, it just kind of plateaued. And granted, it was plateauing at like a pretty high place, but still, it felt like the chorus... I guess that's it. I like the verses more than the chorus, and the bridge more than the chorus. Because it felt like the chorus was just like... It didn't stagnate exactly, but... Okay, well, I guess it did kind of stagnate, but I'm not saying that in a bad way. It leveled out, I guess, where I was, kind of expecting it to explode. Kind of like In the Night, for example. I think that's a good point of comparison. Or The Hills. The songs The Weeknd usually does. He has usually The Weeknd has slow build-ups, and then it just bam, it hits you full force right in the face with the chorus as soon as it gets there. And this one, it seemed like kind of more traditional, where it was like a moderate build-up, and then you hit the top, and then there, you're at the top. Appreciate the view, then go back down so you can climb it again. So yeah, I definitely liked it, don't get me wrong. I'm trying to figure out why I didn't love it. But you know what? I have a feeling I'm going to be hearing this one a lot more, so there's going to be plenty of time for me to figure that out. For now, as far as first impressions go, I can definitely say nicely done. You guys, this is... And just based on the advertisement I've seen from Black Panther, I think that this is going to be a really good pair-up for it. I definitely expect to see this in advertisements more. I've seen it in some advertisements already. I'd heard like a snippet of the chorus in ads before, but this is the first time I listened to the whole thing. So, yeah, all in all, Kendrick Lamar and The Weeknd, Pray For Me. That's the other thing. I wish Kendrick had done a little bit more. I keep on thinking of new things to say about this. But again, I'm going to hold my tongue now. I'm going to bite my tongue because I have a feeling I'm going to have much more time to say whatever I want to about this in the future. So for now, Pray For Me. Good song. I hope it sticks around. So yeah, all in all, I'd say that was a pretty good week. From the Black Panther soundtrack, producing two definitely very good songs. I don't know if I'll say great yet, only time will tell that. And also songs that could have turned out so badly. It had the two songs from these, from these no-names coming up here and rising through the charts. They could have turned out so badly, but I actually kind of liked them both. Especially that second one by Bazzi. I think that kid has potential. I keep calling him a kid. I don't know how old he is. But yeah, I'm excited to see what he does. And also the other guy, I forgot his name, the one with the kind of ridiculously long name that fails to roll off the tongue in the slightest. He wasn't bad either. I'd say that was the fact that I could say that the first one I listened to was the worst one this week. Proves that this was a pretty good week, because that first one was not bad at all. So yeah, this is, out of the 3 weeks I've been doing this so far, I'd say that this is the best one in terms of my initial opinions, and I can't wait for next week when we finally get that Black Panther album dropping, and I'll get to hear even more about that. I hope that it stays within the mold of Pray For Me and All the Stars. So, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be coming up with new non-reaction related projects in the future, pretty soon in the future, hopefully. And I'm also going to be putting out another reaction video next week. So until then, thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.